Next, we are move on to trading and profit and loss account. So, in order to calculate or in order to ascertain the profit or loss of the business, a business concern or a business company has to prepare an account called profit and loss accounts. To know the profit of a company or to know the loss of a company or business, every company or business should prepare their own accounts is called as profit and loss account. So this profit and loss account is usually divided into two sections. Number one, trading account, and number two is profit and loss account. So these two accounts may be shown separately or they may be shown as one account called trading and profit and loss account. So some of the times they may be used to take profit and loss account, or some of the times they will prepare their own accounts in the name of trading and profit and loss account. Therefore, the common practice is to show them as one account but under two sections, trading account section and profit and loss account section. So next, trading account. So as far as trading account is concerned, it is an account which shows merely the results of trading. So you people are know that trading in the sense buying and selling of goods are the activities which are involved. As far as trading is concerned, they are buying and selling of goods. That is called trading account. So the results of trading called gross profit or gross loss. So as far as buying and selling of goods is concerned, if the company which is sold a goods in more and more with profit, then that will leads to gross profit. Some of the times they incur even loss also. So that means that will called as gross loss. In other words, it is the account which shows merely the result of buying and selling of goods, that is gross profit or gross loss on trading, without taking into account the indirect expenses and indirect incomes of the business. So as far as trading account is concerned, we purely concentrate on direct expenses and direct incomes. We cannot take the indirect expenses and indirect incomes. So in other words, author J.R. Botley saying about trading account that the trading account shows the results of buying and selling of goods. In preparing this account, the general establishment charges are ignored and only the transactions in goods are included. So as far as trading account is concerned, it shows the result of buying and selling of goods. What are the goods which are buying and what are the goods are sold in a company? So that should be taken under trading account. It is prepared from only those transactions which are directly connected with the goods. So what are the buying and selling of goods in company? So that should be directly concerned or connected with the goods, not with other activities. So such transactions are opening stock of goods, purchases of goods, purchases returns, direct expenses incurred on the goods, that is expenses incurred on the purchases of goods, expenses incurred on the bringing of goods purchased to the place of business, and expenses incurred on production or for making the goods ready for sale, sales of goods, sales returns, and closing stock of goods. So these are the items which are directly included or connected with the goods. So as far as trading account is concerned, while preparing the trading account, we divided the items into debit side items and credit side items, or left hand side items and right hand side items. So as far as credit side of the trading account is, sorry, debit side of the trading account is concerned, under that we should take opening stock, that is stock of goods at the beginning of the trading period, purchases of goods, less purchases returns. So if any purchases returns, so that should be deducted from the purchases. Direct expenses incurred on the goods, they may be carriage inward, they may be fuel, they may be freight. Next, expenses incurred in acquiring and bringing the goods purchased to the business premises, such as I've already told, cartage, carriage, freight, import duty, cleaning charges, dog dues, excise duty, octroi, etc. So these are all called as direct expenses which incurred on the goods. Next, expenses incurred in making the goods ready for sale. They may be wages, power, special packing charges, and other manufacturing expenses are entered. In the debit side or left hand side of the trading account, we should take these items. Next, we move on to the items which are taken under credit side of the trading account. So number one, sales of goods less sales returns. So sales, first we take sales. If any sales returns, that should be deducted. Next, closing stock should be taken. So these are the items which are included in trading